is staggering. And I saw the governor pushing so much for me to be called here. She's even making calls to the police for me to be called here to make a statement.
And don't forget that huyu jamaa is saying that even Gladys Wanga ndo suspect anafaa awe kwa kitengo cha DCI sasa hivi aendelee kujibu maswali. Because yeye ndo ana hold hawa killers pale Homa Bay County kulingana na huyu Aroko ambaye amesuspectiwa kuwa ni mhalifu ama ni muhusika katika kifo ya Charles Ong'odo. Kwa hii video guys, mambo yamechemuka na sitaki uweze kuswipe up.
That how can it be possible that a man is shot dead 5 times and the security is there, no action?
Something doesn't add up. The first shot, second shot, third shot, fifth shot, sixth shot, without even firing back. No.
Does it mean at some point the bodyguard anaweza betrayed the boss?
As I told you, money. Money is everything. It has happened and it happens.
What?
Your bodyguard, your protector boss has the back seat. The bodyguard has to sit in front,
yes.
Co-driver. First thing, there's a side mirror there. It serves all the purposes. When I see a certain number plate trailing us for more than 2 minutes, that's a flag for me.
So wait, where is the boss supposed to sit?
Back left, behind me. Back left, always.
Where is the bodyguard supposed to sit?
In the front, co-driver seat.
We, ni magumu haya watu wangu. Yamechemuka sasa. And mimi naona even the driver and the bodyguard wanaenda kupatikana kwa ma problems. Ama pia wanaenda kuchukuliwa sheria. Because itakuwaje huyu jamaa alipigwa 5 bullets. Na hakuweza kurespond. Na alikuwa ndani ya gari. Driver alikuwa pale. Hii kifo ya huyu jamaa imeanza kuleta wasiwasi hapa nchini Kenya. Na inaleta kutokuwa na amani upande wa Homa Bay County. Na ndio maana nakwambia guys, usijaribu kuswipe up hii video ili uweze kusikiza up to the end. Hii video itakuwa na more than 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Because tunakava kila kitu. I want you just to listen and pay attention. Kitu ya kwanza guys, kumbuka huyu jamaa Aroko suspect. Pia ana suspect Gladys Wanga. Unaona watu wangu? Gladys Wanga anamsuspect and pia ana suspect Gladys Wanga.
Organs to the scenes of where people have been hacked, people have been maimed, and there's nothing that has taken place. Now, the situation that we are in is very unfortunate. I don't want to talk about it because it's under investigation, and I want to leave it for the police to do their job. They summoned me to come. I am here. If anybody has anything that wants to ask me, I'll be ready to answer it. Okay? But I want to tell the people of Homa Bay County that the politics in that county has been turned into madness. It is not politics. It is thuggery. And I saw the governor pushing so much for me to be called here. She's even making calls to the police for me to be called here to make a statement. She has achieved it now. But if she has something that she is sure about, then she has to push for me to come here. I want to tell her that we are changing the politics from thuggery to civilized politics in that constituency. Because those who fight people, those who kill people, those who maim people are employees of the county government of Homa Bay. They are on her payroll. She's never talked about anything. But she's achieved this one, that she has pushed for me to be here. I know the main reason is because the
3, we know very well. And we have instructions that the reason why Mheshimiwa Aroko is being called to appear is to make him not attend the funeral. Politics of exclusion during funerals will not survive in this country. Mheshimiwa has a right to attend and bury and proceed with the final rituals of the late Sir Charles, the Member of Parliament. Anybody scared of his popularity. Anybody scared on his popularity. Rumor has it that they want to detain him, charge him for murder, deny him bail. The law has been settled. Kapondi, Mheshimiwa Kapondi was elected when he was in prison, serving a sentence, a jail sentence.
So, Gladys Wanga ni governor wa Homa Bay. Na huyu jamaa pia ni resident pale. And don't forget ukiambiwa saizi, huyu jamaa amekuwa akifanya campaign na Charles Ong'odo, a member of parliament, mwenye ameuawa upande wa Homa Bay, KASIPUL constituency, huwezi amini.
In this constituency, maybe it will happen somewhere else, but not in KASIPUL. So we are urging our people that we must vote. Hakuna vita tuko nayo na mtu. In this constituency, Madam Governor, Her Excellency, this is the constituency where we've had people being killed in political rallies. Our people have been killed, like today, they've killed one of our security. I must stand with them and I must defend them no matter what happens. So we are asking the governor, together with authority, to pursue the matter. It cannot be a political mockery that we've lost somebody through political activity, that we come to celebrate. I'm not going to celebrate without mentioning that we've lost our party member, we've lost our security, and going forward, let us chart a way that is going to be helpful for the people of KASIPUL. When wamobiro moya kwa mora warwako tokubiro KASIPUL warokwe.
Ama jamaa walikuwa na claim kwamba wanawindwa wote wakiwa pamoja. Banao ndo huyo amepelekwa kwa kitengo cha DCI ili aweze kujibu maswali. Kuna uwezekano ya kwamba wamerealize anahusika. Kumbuka huyu jamaa pia ni mfanyabiashara ambaye pia inasemekana kwamba huwa anashughulika na mambo ya gold hapa nchini Kenya akipeleka nchi za nje. Na inasemekana kwamba huyu jamaa ameshaikuwa arrested pia because of some allegations. That's why huyu jamaa anasuspectiwa. But now kwa hii video I want to just for you to listen step by step.
And their collaborators, and it will shock you to note that this is a very heinous crime that was done in a very cavalier manner, involving people that ordinarily some should have taken good care of the interest of the member of parliament.
So guys, mambo yamechemka kwa hii video and I want you just to pay attention. But kabla uendelee guys, ensure pia una like video ili kumake sure una support hii channel, because without your support hii channel itakuwa inazima completely. So nasema thanks so extensive kuendelea kusupport hii channel. Na hiyo like yako ambayo umeweza kuweka pale, acha Mungu aweze kukutetea na kupigania kwa kila jambo. Kwa hivyo guys, yesterday wakati wa mass ya Charles Ong'odo in Nairobi, watu waliamka na different opinions. And kabla usikize guys, I want you to listen to this man. Huyu jamaa anajaribu kutuambia something ambayo pia lazima tusikize na pia tupanue mawazo zaidi. Unaona watu wangu, we need to think outside the box ili tujue huyu jamaa aliweza kuuawa ni nani na nani wanafaa kufuatiliwa zaidi, ili tuweze kutambua kabisa, because watu wanaendelea kushikwa. Unaona watu wangu, sikiza.
In terms of first aid, he started shouting. And a bodyguard, this is core objective. You need to know.
Yes.
Something to the tactical, medical, first aid. How to keep this person alive until emergency responders arrive.
Yes.
So I'm like, take his left arm, pump the veins to stabilize him. He was green.
What?
Zero skills, and he came to do that job.
Yes. And you know, people always say that probably, you trained bodyguards. Some of the times you do this dirty works for your bosses. Is it true?
To be honest, I won't answer that, but I've seen instances that it's been happening. You know, Jesus was sold for 30 cents.
Is it part of your job, or unajipata too in some point?
No. It's not part of the job.
Yes.
Now people become hungry for money.
Yes.
And that's where now you lose your ground. Because when you're giving me that contract,
Yeah.
it doesn't have that clause of
For sure.
going rogue, killing, or harming someone for you.
Yes.
But people load with money.
Okay.
Like recently, I can tell you an example of the Burkina Faso president.
Okay.
His bodyguard was approached with
Traore, yeah.
$5 million to kill the president. But you sit down and look at yourself. If you have a family, your integrity, your conscience, if you are God-fearing, there are things you can't do.
For sure.
But for the love of money, people won't hesitate.
They will do
People
it.
do those dirty jobs for as low as 20,000.
Does it mean at some point bodyguard anaweza betray the boss?
As I told you, money. Money is everything. It has happened and it happens.
What?
Your bodyguard will sell you out.
Is it because unamlipa kidogo ama because in that profession venye pia si tumeisikia is that most of these bodyguards have loyalty, or do they lack loyalty?
Loyalty comes with a price. Like I'll say, I had a protectee. He's a renowned CEO in this country. I was working from 8 to 10. No medical cover,
What?
no overtime. And what he was paying me was not up to the level of what he was expecting 120%
Yes,
from me and
yeah.
giving me 69.
Yes.
It gave me a hard time. At some point, I had to resign.
What? So does it mean most of these VIPs ama anyone in need of a bodyguard, if you pay your bodyguard less, it means pay ata consider the level of protection atapatia? Is that true?
He won't give you the best. He won't give you the best. As I said, it's about loyalty. Treat me well, I'll die for you.
If you don't treat me well, I won't die for you.
I'll give you the basics. I won't sign up that blank check with my life now.
For sure. Now, getting to the big news politically that will trend is about the death of the KASIPUL member of parliament, and that is Charles Were. And of course, with that, a lot of been said. The other day we had an interview with Truth Watchdog. I could try to analyze this and that and there.
I remember watching it.
Yes. And now, people are like, what is the work of a bodyguard, Kwanza? Because they were asking, Kwanza, which seat should your boss sit if you are trying to protect that person as a bodyguard?
Now, that's the biggest challenge we have in the industry right now. Because your protectee or your boss has the back seat. The bodyguard has to sit in front,
Yes.
co-driver. First thing, there's a side mirror there. It serves all the purposes. When I see a certain number plate trailing us for more than 2 minutes, that's a flag for me.
So wait, where is the boss supposed to sit?
Back left, behind me. Back left, always.
Where is the bodyguard supposed to sit?
In the front, co-driver seat.
And that is the best angle of protecting your boss.
Yes. I'll be able to see who is trailing us. I'll be able to calculate this particular number plate has been behind us for more than 5 minutes.
Yes.
Is he part of our company? Why do we have company? Now that's where you start now working the driver. Increase speed, change lane. Because I remember it once happened to me. We were on Thika Road. There are some things my boss was doing. They were not well off. So one day he called me and told me, hey, right now, my life is in danger. So I told him, we need to change our vehicle. So I remember when we left survey, this particular vehicle kept on the same lane behind us. When we changed lane, he's changing. So when we got to Kahawa, I told the driver, pull to the service lane, get into the lane that is advancing towards the barracks.
Yes.
Just to see the vehicle.
Yeah.
This vehicle slowed down and I knew they were trailing us. Yeah.
And now, when it comes to the death of the member of parliament, Charles Were, how can you analyze it as a professional bodyguard?
I don't want to throw stones at Charles Were, but the things I've been seeing online, not my own words,
Yes,
things I've seen online.
For sure, yeah.
He wasn't 100% a good person.
Yeah, we've seen those documentaries or videos on NTV, whatever, yeah.
Because for me to complain my life is in danger, there must be a reason. There must be something I have done or rubbed people their feathers wrongly.
Yes.
He complained about his life being in danger. That was the start of it. People have after him, either politically or because murder happens for 3 reasons: revenge, money, women. So for someone to look for a trained assassin to take you out, there must have something wrong you've done.
Okay.
If anyone would be assassinated, many people will be dead by now.
Yeah.
Very many people. But for an assassin to be hired, that comes with a price tag. I want his head, I want her head. This is the offer.
Do you mean this, whatever, this job would not have been done by just normal people, but trained assassins?
How it happened, that's someone who has been trained. That's someone who has the virtue of patience in his job. Because he wasn't using his official vehicle.
Yeah.
How did the assassin know that he will be in a white sedan and not his official SUV?
Yes.
This is something that has been communicated. That's something that was planned for a long period of time.
Yes.
So on that fateful day, they might have made a plan to monitor his movement. Someone must have been giving them information.
Yes.
He's now leaving. He's in this vehicle, number plate, Kilo Charlie Delta, blah, blah, blah. So someone will stay put to trail you 20, 30 meters behind you just to watch your movement, waiting for the perfect point to pounce on you.
There were allegations that probably either the bodyguard or the driver might have sold out the late Charles Were. According to your analyzation, what do you think?
I will buy that. I will buy that. That was so easy. There's no way. I am trained in weapons handling. I've gone extra to train as a close protection officer who is a bodyguard. You have to go through rigorous training of firearm use. There's no way someone's going to pump 5 bullets in your body and I'm not even a few centimeters away from you and I don't react. The first bullet, I'll be confused because of shock, but this is my boss. Where is this bullet coming from? This angle, 11 o'clock. I will find that direction. Because however how much the window is tinted, I will see who is doing that. Unless it's a sniper, but rarely.
But somebody who is at close range, the bodyguard would have reacted.
Yes, he will have fired through the glass window, at least to put a mark on that person. He will have done that. Those 5, 6 bullets, no. And what I will say, the bodyguard, these MPs are being given bodyguards, people from the police service.
Yeah.
Those are the people who are not well trained. They go for VIP training, not close protection. Close protection, the least period takes it 3 weeks. And it's not less than $2,400 for 3 weeks. And you will train in active takedown, shoot, don't shoot, vehicle obstacle maneuver, tactical medicine, every module that entails in protecting these high-ranking people.
Yeah.
We have these, in the military, we had something called CQB, close battles, quarter.
Yes.
We are put in a house with all kinds of noise, bullets ricocheting from all angles.
Yes.
You have to tune yourself to that. It doesn't make sense that the first bullet is fired, the second bullet is fired, so I am scared, I'm taking cover myself. Why are you signing up as a bodyguard?
At least pengine he should have reacted, trying to maybe push the MP down or something. Okay.
He would even pull the MP down or even opened his door to accost the person who is firing these shots. He did none of that. Now that's why we go back to training. He hasn't undergone any training to do that.
Yes.
The worst part of it is police officers, they always feel that now being weapons qualified, handling the provision of handling weapons, they can offer these services. You have to go back to class. You have to equip yourself physically, mentally, and psychologically what entails in this field.
So are you saying that probably either the bodyguard was not well trained or pengine he allegedly must have sold out the boss?
Like I'll give an example.
Yeah.
The president is protected by an elite unit of a general service unit, GSU.
Yes.
Why? GSU are paramilitary. These people go through rigorous training. That kind of bullshit cannot happen with the president. The level of training now, that's why you have a problem. The level of training that a GSU officer undergoes is much different from the national police officers.
Yes. For example, let's do a scenario now. You are the person protecting the late MP. Starting from the parliament, as we are trying to, to kishikanisha na the case that has happened, what could you have done? Right from the parliament to where the MP was killed, now according to the case that we are seeing online.
Let me just say for my case, the MP complained his life is in danger.
Yes, that's the first thing.
From that point is where now you sit down and engage your boss one-on-one. Why is your life in danger? Because bodyguards are confident. You have to open up to me. Tell me all the do's and don'ts you've done, so that I can know how we approach this situation, how I handle you.
Yeah.
If you kill someone in the village, you tell me. If you have someone particular who is after you, tell me.
Mm-hmm.
That's now why you have to go back and deeper
Yes.
into your pockets.
Yeah.
Even if it's changing a vehicle,
Yeah.
changing your movement,
Mm.
we have the speaker. We can tell the speaker, this person is the honorable MP, his life is in danger. Let's change his time of coming in for sessions.
Ah.
Yeah. What time to come in, what time to leave.
Mm.
That parliament building has a lot of corridors. Escape routes to exfil are so many.
Yes.
Yeah. You can even change the dress code of the MP.
Yes.
Start putting on a cap.
Ah.
Once you leave the parliament session,
Yes.
dress casually. Because I remember there was a time I was taking my boss to Nanyuki.
Mm-hmm.
I will tell him, you dress casual. I'll dress in a suit. So you go to Nanyuki, meeting this client. The client approached me thinking I was the CEO because of how I was dressed.
Yes.
Then I'm like, no, me, I'm just a security escort. This is the boss. Then he was like, no. In sagged jeans, rubber shoes, designer shoes, and a t-shirt, managing such an empire. Like, yeah, that's how we do it.
And if you're telling your boss, you know what, I want you to dress like this, as a bodyguard atakusikia.
If he values his life and he knows your worth, if you're paying me 150 per month,
Yes.
you have to listen to me. Because I'm not just there for merrymaking. You have to listen to me. Because all the risk assessment, I'm the one doing them.
Yeah.
And once you open up to me, I know how to handle each and every aspect of your life. Yeah.
Now we are out of the parliament already, you may assess. Now, by the time the MP was now akitoka parliament, akienda M-Pesa, the bodyguard akienda kuweka do M-Pesa. Again, your scenario as a bodyguard, what would you have done?
Now that's why I'm blaming the bodyguard. The moment he realized that they were having company, he would just have told the MP, we need to call up for backup. We need to abort any plans you have. The best way out here now is to get you back safe home. No more movements.
Yes.
That's why now because I'm sure the bodyguard is a police.
Yeah.
He can make that call.
Yes.
Send me even 3 police officers to take me to his residence, even if it's in Karen, Mudaiga, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But continuing with the mission, that was mission failure.
Now, by the time they were kwa jam hapo, and as a bodyguard, you had the first shot that broke the window, what would you have done?
I'm suspecting the first thing, if the bodyguard was not part of this, he might have been on his phone. He must have been in a relaxed mode. Because just hearing the sound of a motorbike close to my boss's vehicle, it sends impulses in my head.
Yes.
Why is this motorbike behind us? You need to be throwing your eyes out, left, right, center,
And
in front.
you have to be on alert.
On alert.
Okay.
All the time.
Yes.
These are the things you can notice.
Mm.
You can notice these things. I think the bodyguard was just in a relaxed mode. He knew, we are in a different vehicle. The environment is okay.
So personally, do you think he's innocent or not?
40% innocent, 60% guilty. Something doesn't add up. The first shot, second shot, third shot, fifth shot, sixth shot, without even firing back. No. That's someone who should go back to school.
For sure.
Yeah.
And, when it comes to your profession, I've seen many people complaining that after the death of the MP, it has kind of affected the bodyguards and their brand. And it's like imewachafulia kabisa. How bad has that case imewachafulia as, professional bodyguards?
As a member of the International Bodyguard Association, he really failed us because people now see us incompetent, not up to the task.
Yeah.
He would at least even fired 2 shots. I'm not even sure if he had his firearm on. I doubt.
And why would somebody miss their firearm if you're supposed to protect your boss?
Now I call that laxity, not putting the mandate of your duties at hand.
Yeah.
That's something that has to be on your waist at all time, even if you are sleeping 3 centimeters away from your head. Anything can happen. That's why we have handguns. those are our laptops of the job.
Yes.
You need it. Mine, I always have a single bullet in the chamber at all times.
Always.
Always.
Ready to fire.
Mbaya.
What misconceptions do people have about bodyguards that is not true?
The basic one. We are not well trained. We are goons. We don't use our brains. But these are true instances. I will use my brains, yes. But the moment I see my protectee is in danger, I'll become an animal. 0 to 100 meters in 3 seconds. You will see a different person.
And again, you've insisted that you will behave that way if you are being treated well.
Yes. It's about the price tag. Loyalty. Loyalty comes with a price. I had a protectee who literally insulted me. A small mistake. Levi, I don't want to see you. Go home. You are useless. Ng'ombe wewe. I'm like, thank you, sir. I go home. 3 a.m. in the morning, he'll call me. I need to see you by 7 a.m. Because he's realizing I can't do my duties without this guy with me. Some of these protectees, VIPs, some of them are hiring bodyguards for the wrong reasons. For intimidation, for show off. Because I have had an encounter. I remember asking him, why do you need a bodyguard? What is it that you are doing wrong? Because for you to have a bodyguard, there must be some percentage people don't like you. You're either a scammer, you're either duping people, involving yourself in bizarre things. You just ask for bodyguard services if you're a good person. No.
So, wait, you're saying that because, some of our celebrities here have bodyguards.
Most of them is for show off. Now, I'll give you an example. Someone like KRG walking around with bodyguards. Who would want to kill him?
Ogobina has a bodyguard.
Those are for show off. I always see some guy behind him with a t-shirt, flexed chest. That's not a bodyguard. That's a security person for show off. Wait until a bullet passes through your chest or tummy is when you realize you don't have a bodyguard.
What?
These are people that cannot even detect danger. When I get to a place, I need like 5 seconds to monitor the environment around me. I can notice someone who is fuming with anger. I can notice an environment that you are not welcome. I remember taking my boss to Uganda. We were in Entebbe. I just had a rumor that he had duped this guy around 60 million Kenya shillings. He's in the construction industry.
Yeah. So
the environment, the person you are going to meet, he was pocketing, holding his chin. I just told my boss, this we need to abort. In less than 5 seconds, that guy is Ugandan. He had started hurling insults at us. I just told him, get into the car. We are leaving this place. You are not safe here. This is not our home country. This is not our land. We don't know anything here. He has the bigger say over us. Let's just disappear from this place. Yeah, and that's how we saved the situation.
Oh, okay. During your line of work, have you encountered the worst thing that probably you'd never love to encounter? Has your life been in danger during your line of duty?
There was a time someone would do a firearm at us. And before I could react, I just looked at him and realized he wasn't good with the firearm because the pin was still off. And I'll just say it's God. It never fired.
What?
So I had to disarm him.
And currently, are you continuing with this profession? Are you still guarding the former number 2?
I won't disclose much about it because he's having issues with the government.
For sure.
But I'm open to contacts. If anyone needs my services, I'm available.
If anyone needs your services, unajua leo umetuambia bodyguard alipwe 3,000. So if today somebody wants to, I want to hire you, I've seen what you're capable of, how much are you charging?
Well, 3,000 ndakwambia, those are security stewards. What were show off and intimidation. You are getting into an event, a venue with someone who is 110 kgs, 6 feet foot. Iyo mwili haizui wembe. You need skills.
Yes.
Na skills, you get them daily. For me, we'll have to sit down first. I'll have to do a background check on you to know the kind of life you are living, the kind of business you are involving in yourself in. If you're not someone who can be trusted out there, you'll have to dig deeper. You have to dig deeper.
So you have to know more about your client.
Yes, I need to know more about you. That's why, like, my boss will open a lot of stuff to me that things that the wife doesn't know. And he's like, if my wife gets to know about this, you're the one I'm dealing with.
Yes.
So you have to also keep that in your heart.
Secrets.
Deep, we see deep secrets.
You can't disclose your, boss's secrets.
You can't. You can't.
What?
You can't.
And now, the fact that now, are you just offering services here and there? Are you doing it as a day-to-day job? Ama sasa, what have you considered?
It's my life. Short term, long term, it's my life. It's something I love doing because I spent a lot on it. I trained in the US.
Oh, wow.
It was around $8,970 for 3 weeks. So when you are in need of my services, I have to look at that. Those 3 weeks are gruesome. You go through a lot to prepare yourself mentally and physically.
Yeah.
I'm certified by the government. I'm registered.
So bodyguards have to be registered also.
You have to be registered by the government. We have a body that's regulating people who are doing it in the private industry. Yeah. We also have a force number for that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So if somebody today wants to contact you for your services, so watakupataje?
My number 0780 426 335. 0780 426 335.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what would you, at some point mkiwa on your line of duty as you're finishing up, pengine do you get, as Kenyans of course tumeona misconceptions mingi, mnadharauliwa nini, pia at your line of duty huwa mnadharauliwa?
Some clients, unapata kona a bunch of girlfriends, you have to protect him. These girlfriends want access to him bypassing you, and you cannot just allow that. I remember someone calling me an idiot, a dumb person who has not gone to school. Atuwe ni bouncer tu hujasoma. Then I just looked at her. You were in a club. Then something went wrong. She got agitated. I think she wanted drinks from my boss. Then she happened to pour a glass of beer on my boss. I had to handle that in a different way.
What?
Yeah. I had to remove some air from her stomach to cool down the situation.
Yes.
And extract my boss from the scene.
What?
Yeah. Madharau ni mingi sana kuje. People see us watu wa gym. Wajasoma ni kukula na kuinua mawe. A wrong misconception.
And that is not true, because you are professionally, you are good when it comes to medicine, and you could handle somebody.
All those things, I will handle a bullet wound if it's not that serious. On the lower parts of the body, if it's not through the vital organs, through the stomach.
How can it be possible that a man is shot dead 5 times, the security is there, no action? And secondly, how is it possible that it was planned to coincide the last day when Parliament was going on recess? So the planners are high up, and we are calling on the security agencies to leave no stone unturned until they get to the root cause. Those who are paraded were those who are used. We need to know the sponsor of this heinous crime. Thank you very much.